You're taking care of business with Marty and Clay on Bakersfield's right choice for Saturday Talk. Kern Radio Newstalk 1180.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, now touch me, babe. Can't you see that I am not afraid? What was that promise that you made? Why won't you tell me what she...
We're screening everybody in the studio today, and Stan, first thing Stan says is, don't touch his junk.
Well, we figure since everybody's talking about the strip searches at the airport, we thought that was our treatment of it right there. So.
Yeah, that's going to be the extent of our review of the program for the airports.
You don't want to review Charles Krauthammer's article entitled "Don't Touch My Junk"?
I didn't see it, but it sounds like it'll be interesting.
Great article. Stan, you were talking about the business side of it, which really fascinates me. Looking at it last night, you had, it's a 500-person arena?
It's actually closer to 1,000.
Closer to 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we keep it down. We keep it down because we want to be manageable and we want to be able to service. We could sell more advertising. We could sell more, but we have to be careful because we don't want to take away from the personal service that we're giving to our clients.
Well, but you don't sell individual tickets. It's all season.
That is correct.
Okay.
That is correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, coming in last night, from the time I entered until the time I left, I've never gone to an event that had more people that were interested in me, from the welcome to making sure I was taken care of to the goodbye. That was really nice to go to a facility like that.
That's good to hear. Well, that's I have to give credit to David and our staff.
David, your partner.
David Higdon. David and I have been in several businesses together over the years, and they've all been service businesses. Well, a couple of manufacturing, but mostly service. And at the end of the day, when you're selling product or you're selling services, you're selling yourself, and that's what we want to provide here. We want to we want everybody to say they had a great experience, so they'll come back again next game and next season.
It was, I think, beyond the experience that they gave me, it felt more like a social organization or a social club that put on a basketball game.
Well, that's true. Actually, what happened when, as I stated earlier, when we decided to build this practice facility, and then when we brought the team to a close, we were stuck with the practice facility, and we were going to lease it out as warehouse space. And a few weeks later, when the NBA called back and asked what could they do to keep us in the league, we said, well, we kind of scratched our heads and said, let's play in our own arena. It's pretty small, but at least we'll have a full arena. And then it went from there to, and like I said, lots rather be lucky than good. We a lot of business people that were at the previous game started showing interest in suites. We started selling suites, and this marketing social business thing came to light. And at the end of the day, now we have a networking. If you walk in there, we have everybody from farming to fuels to banking. And also, just so you know, if a person or a company, actually a company, buys more than a certain amount, he has exclusive rights to the building. For example, a bank that gave us X dollars to have a suite and some advertising, it prohibits another bank from coming in there.
Oh, okay.
So we have a single sole source system set up because they want access to our clients. They want access to the oil clients, to the farmers. So it's really and a lot of the service companies are coming in there because they want access to our oil clients. So it's really worked out as a business social networking thing.
So in this kind of environment, it doesn't it's not advantageous for you to sell individual tickets. It's more of a, because it is a networking thing, it's more of
it is. We do have some individuals, but probably I'd say 80% of our customers and clients are businesses.
Wow, so you have at the facility, when I looked around last night, you had several private suites.
Yes.
Now, I didn't get invited to any of those last night, unfortunately, but I definitely want to come back. First class floor.
Don't ask Stan why you weren't invited, though.
I know.
Okay.
Well, I didn't want to get into that.
Okay.
First class floor.
You're welcome anytime.
Well,
Clay,
thank you.
so
Thank you. Now, where did you get the floor?
We actually built it ourselves. David and I were looking at several years ago. David and I had bought a distressed company that built portable dance floors, and we actually manufactured here in Bakersfield, and we sold the company a few years ago. But through that business venture, we ended up with some super contacts in the wood flooring business. And we were thinking about actually, because of, believe this or not, China is going to build 800,000 basketball floors in the next few years.
China is?
China. Oh. And this is a one-of-a-kind specialty design. Like every 2 or 3 square feet, it has a small cushion, and it's great for your joints. So if you jump up and down all day long, it's soft on you. It's not what's considered a fast court that some NBA players like, because you don't get the reflex off the ball off the floor because there's a little bit of cushion. However, that was our prototype, and it's an incredible floor. And actually, we're still thinking about maybe opening that business.
Who would have thought there's a difference in floors?
Yeah, it's incredible.
And David, just for clarification, that's David Higdon. He's your partner on the
David
team,
Higdon,
right?
Yes.
Also a general manager, sort of
Yes,
runs
sir.
the daily
Yes, sir.
operations. The other thing I noticed, there were numerous TVs everywhere.
Yes.
So last year, I didn't see as many TVs. Have you been adding this year?
Yeah, we as part of our ongoing forward model, we're not only selling seats and suites, we're now selling advertisement. If you want to advertise your bank, if you want to advertise your fuel company, if you want to advertise your oil company or your service company, we have inventory to sell. We have wall space. We have, if you'll notice upstairs, we have some glass across the bar. That's actually available, and we have court logos available. In fact, you're going to get a kick out of this. One of the clients last night said, "We'd like to advertise on your dance team." And
smart.
Me too. I'd like to advertise on the dance team.
Yeah, it was actually very genius. I don't know why we didn't think of it. And we said, well, just call us Monday, and we'd be glad to give you the hookup.
Well,
Great idea.
You mentioned upstairs, and we didn't talk about what they have upstairs, but you've got a beautiful bar. Everybody that comes is given dinner before the game.
That is correct, yes.
It's like being in a living room and yet being able to stay up there and watch the basketball game.
Well, we worked out a deal with Champs Barbecue. They've been great service. They're close to our venue. If we run out of food, they're like 3 minutes down the street. So logistically, it's been good. Their food is incredible. And we do give all of our season seat holders dinner every game.
Stan, one question I had for you. What is NBA Futurecast?
We are actually, if you want to go on the web, you can actually get every game in the developmental league on Futurecast. Every game is projected and on the website.
And that's basically the brochure said it's free.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so you can see any game in the league for nothing.
Yes, you can.
That's great. Has anybody else taken your business model to heart, or?
Believe it or not, there are 2 NBA teams, and they're looking at having a developmental league team exactly like ours with our model.
Wow.
Marty and I, as I said earlier, had a great experience last night. And you pointed out that most of your people that come are either season ticket holders or suite owners or corporate sponsors. How would an individual, if they wanted to see a game, get a ticket?
Well, you can actually, we have about, we're not, well, that would be tough unless you know somebody that has a season seat and or a suite. But you can actually, we have about 30 or 40, I think there's only about 30 or 40 seats left to be purchased as a season seat. So we're running out of actual inventory. So the answer to that is, unless you get one of those within the next month or two, you're not going to have a chance.
So you're almost out of the season seats?
Yes, sir.
Wow, great.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, is there any plans on putting the games on TV locally?
We actually thought about that. We're actually struggling with that, and part of the dilemma we had when we were at Rabobank, it keep people from coming to the game because they could stay home and watch it. At this point, since we're sold out, we think that it's good to advertise our brand, but then it might take a little bit of the exclusivity and privacy away from the venue. So we're struggling with that one. We don't quite know what we're going to do yet.
Well, as I said last night, Stan, it really was more like a social event.
It was.
And I really enjoyed being there. I enjoyed the facility, and as I said, your people were wonderful, and it was really great to win the opening game. what do you project, or anybody project, where your team's going to finish up this year in the league?
Well, those are tough predictions, as in any. You talk about injuries, you talk about our guys getting called up. That's a long shot. But I will tell you this: moving into our 5th season, we've had 4 years of experience and some pretty hard knocks, both from the business side as well as the athletic side. And our staff, everything's hitting on all 8. I mean, we are on target, and I look for a national championship this year. I'm putting a lot of pressure on, but I want a national championship.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it is.
And you have a new coach you picked up last year.
Will Voigt's incredible. I'll tell you a little bit about after we go on break, but this guy is phenomenal.
Yeah, we're going to have to take a break in just a second, and I want you to talk about that. I want you to also talk about, when you come back, why you even got into this and how you got into it. Because,
and I'd like to talk about Stan, because there's a lot of questions I have for Stan. I mean, he's a real Renaissance man.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. So when we come back, we'll talk to Stan again. This is Taking Care of Business on Kern Radio Newstalk 1180.